You've heard there's a new CCNA certification, but you don't know much about it. No worries, in this edition of NterOne TV, we're going to break it down for you and explain what the changes are and what you need to do to prepare for the new CCNA certification. At the 2019 CiscoLive conference in San Diego, Cisco announced an update to the current CCNA, CCNP, and CCIE certification tracks. In this episode of NterOne TV, we'll look at the new CCNA track. So why did Cisco make this change? Well, as technology changes, so must the content in the certifications correspond to those technologies. Therefore, Cisco has changed the CCNA in order to broaden the scope of this certification by including a broader range of fundamentals for all IT careers. Instead of just focusing on one technology like route and switch or collaboration, the new CCNA certification focuses on network fundamentals, network access, IP connectivity, IP services, security fundamentals, and automation basics and programmability. This new foundational CCNA will replace the following 9 CCNA certifications and 1 CCDA certification: CCNA Cloud, Collaboration, Cyber Ops, Data Center, IoT Industrial, Routing and Switching, Security, Service Provider, Wireless, and the current CCDA. Therefore, all the CCNA certifications listed to my left will be replaced with one foundational CCNA certification. This certification validates the skills of software developers, DevOps engineers, automation specialists, and software professionals. The program validates key emerging technical skills for a new kind of IT professional, empowering organizations to embrace the potential of applications, automation, infrastructure for the network, Internet of Things, DevOps, and WebEx. So, what does it take to obtain the new comprehensive CCNA level foundational certification? Let's start with the prerequisites. The good news is that there are no formal prerequisites. However, you should have a good understanding of the exam topics before taking the exam. Also, you should have 1 or more years experience implementing Cisco solutions, plus knowledge of basic IP addressing, and finally, a good understanding of network fundamentals. Once you have the prerequisites down, you're ready to either self-study for the exam or take a class. While self-study seems like a good idea on the surface, we all know how that works. We're always going to start tomorrow, and before you know it, a year has gone by, your peers have gotten their CCNA and have been promoted or moved into a better job, while you're still waiting to read the intro section of that book you purchased on Amazon. This is where taking a formal class commits you to a specific date to get started. It also allows you to have a live instructor help you with topics that you're struggling with. Try asking a book how to configure and verify IPv6 addressing, or how to configure and verify single area OSPF as it relates to neighbor adjacencies, point-to-point, broadcast, and router IDs. When picking a class, make sure you're taking a Cisco Authorized training class that includes an authorized instructor, authorized course materials, and authorized labs. That way you know the material you're learning is approved by Cisco and you're not wasting your time with inaccurate instruction, courseware, and no hands-on labs. Also, you can only use your Cisco Learning Credits, or CLCs, on Cisco Authorized training. So, what class is it you want to take to prepare for the new CCNA exam? The class you want to take is Implementing and Administering Cisco Solutions CCNA. This 5-day class will cover subject areas that include network fundamentals, network access, IP connectivity, IP services, security fundamentals, and automation basics and programmability. Once you've taken the class, it's now time to take the exam. When you're ready, you need to go to pearsonview.com and schedule the exam. You will have to take the exam on site at a Pearson VUE testing center, But don't worry, they have testing centers everywhere, and most likely there'll be a testing center within 5 miles of where you live. Now that you have the basics, let's go over some questions you may have. First, how is the new CCNA different from the previous CCNAs that Cisco's offered? Well, Cisco's consolidated and updated the new CCNA training and certification into one course and one comprehensive exam that covers entry-level networking skills across technologies such as IP fundamentals, network access, IP connectivity, automation basics, network programmability, and security fundamental skills. How many exams do I need to pass for the new foundational CCNA certification? Well, that's an easy one. You only need to pass one exam, and that exam number is 200-301 CCNA. What is the name of the authorized training class to help you prepare for this exam? The name for the training class is called Implementing and Administering Cisco Solutions. This 5-day class will cover the 6 topics covered on the exam. Can I use Cisco Learning Credits to pay for the class? Well, of course you can. If you take the class from a Cisco authorized training partner, you can use those learning credits to pay for the class. When will the new exam be available? The new exam will be available on February 24th, 2020. What is the next level of certification after the new CCNA certification? The next level of certification is the CCNP Enterprise certification. Please refer to our NterOne TV episode on the CCNP and how to obtain that certification. Will the CCNA certification still be required as a prerequisite for professional certifications? Actually, no. The CCNA certification will no longer be required as a prerequisite for professional certifications or CCNP. This gives learners the ability to start where they choose in their learning journey. What will happen to my existing CCNA certification when the new program goes into effect on February 24th, 2020? Well, your current CCNA certification is still valid and will still be active until its expiration date. How do I recertify as of February 24th, 2020? Well, this is a big change from the current CCNA. As of February 24th, 2020, CCNA certified individuals will be able to recertify by either taking exams, earning continuing education credits, or a combination of both. Continuing education activities include things like attending CiscoLive training sessions, authoring content, completing online training courses, completing instructor-led training courses, and much more. For more information, visit cisco.com/go/recertification. How many continuing education credits do I need in order to recertify? Well, to recertify as a CCNA, you'll need to complete 30 continuing education credits. For more information, visit cisco.com/go/recertification. How will the recertification cycle be changing under the new portfolio structure? Well, beginning on February 24th, 2020, certified individuals will be required to recertify every 3 years. Candidates will be able to recertify by either taking exams, earning continuing education credits, or a mixture of both. Continuing education activities include things like attending CiscoLive training sessions, completing online training courses, completing instructor-led training courses, and more. How will these changes impact the continuing education administrative fee? Again, as of February 24th, 2020, the continuing education administrative fee will be retired. That means candidates will no longer be required to pay the administrative fee. Is my 3-year certification cycle based on my original certification date or based on the date that I most recently certified? Your certification status will be active for 3 years from when you earn your certification. Each time you complete recertification requirements, your certification status will be extended for an additional 3 years from the date you recertify. Here's an example of how the new recertification cycle will work. Let's say you originally got certified on February 1st, 2019. That means your expiration would be February 1st, 2022, 3 years after the original certification date. If you recertify on November 1st, 2019, your expiration date would then be November 1st, 2022. Again, 3 years from when you recertified. So as you can see, your expiration date of your current CCNA will be 3 years from the date you either certified or recertified, whichever is greater. When will the new recertification policy go into effect? Well, like everything else, the new recertification policy will go into effect beginning February 24th, 2020. So what will happen if I'm already studying for the CCNA right now? Well, NterOne will be there to help those of you in transition every step of the way. We have a plan to get you from where you are today to where you want to be right up until the February 24th, 2020 deadline to enable you to complete the certifications under the existing program. Or we can help you train and certify under the new foundational CCNA certification. New and updated training courses are currently rolling out representing the training you need to pass the new certification. The new certification test will be available February 24th, 2020. How long do I have to complete my current CCNA certification before the current exams expire? Well, you have until February 23rd, 2020 to pass any exams under the old certification system. After that date, only new certification tests will be available. If my current Cisco certification transitions to a different certification in February 2020, will I receive a new certificate for my certification? Yes. If you hold an active certification on February 24th, 2020, you will be granted the corresponding updated certification. For example, if you have an active CCNA routing and switching cert on February 24th, 2020, you'll be granted the CCNA certification. Please note that when you are granted the updated certifications, your recertification deadline will remain unchanged. In the case where a single retiring exam doesn't map to a new exam, what can I do? Well, there will be certain situations in which two specific retiring exams will map to a single exam in the new framework. To get credit for the exam you've already taken, we encourage you to complete the second retiring exam prior to February 24th, 2020. For example, if you're a CCENT today, you'll have until February 23rd, 2020 to complete your second exam and become a CCNA in the process. Thank you for viewing this edition of NterOne TV. If you have any additional questions or would like to develop a customized training plan to meet your CCNA training needs, please contact your NterOne sales rep or send an email to sales@enterone.com.